Yo, what is up, everybody? I'm Jay with DCA Adventure. Sorry, I had a little brain fart, but this is DCA Adventure. Welcome, guys. We were doing a Monday sermon of the cryptocurrency markets. Normally I do these on Sundays, but I had a lot going on yesterday, so here we are today. So, guys, if you love our content, please like, subscribe, smash that bell for notifications. Also, this is not financial advice. Trading of any kind is very risky. Do your own research, trade at your own risk. Never trade more than what you're willing to lose. And with that being said, you guys, get into the Discords. You're gonna need access to DCA trading script and all the other tools that we have going on in there. Gives you a very good edge against the market, but the only way to get it is by joining the Patreon group, join my tier, Trading with the View. And by doing so, you get access to the DCA trading tools along with the private channels inside the Discord. We have bot channels spitting out trades all day on different assets, and then we have several different signal channels. We have a manual bot channel that we do on Pionex, and then just regular trades that I'm doing, which right now with the market bleeding out so bad, we have not really been trading so much. We've been sitting on our hands, being patient, taking trades when they make sense. I do trade on Phemex and I trade on Bybit. Those are leverage trading exchanges. If you don't know how to leverage trade, I highly suggest paper trading first before you get into that, because leverage trading you can lose a lot of money very quickly and you can make a lot of money very quickly. But definitely join or make an account with the links in the description, because you will get deposit bonuses where you can trade for free for quite a long time with no fees. So that is super awesome. If you guys are into the stock market, join Firstrade. Link for that will be in the description. You can sign up. You don't have to deposit anything. You will get a free stock. So you can't beat that. Free's always good. And can everybody hear me okay? What's up, Tanes? What's up, that one guy, Oz? Mikkel? I didn't figure there'd be too many people here on a Monday morning, but we're gonna do it anyways. What are you guys' thoughts about the market? Are we in a bear market? Are we in a bull market still? What the hell is going on? Is your portfolio really down if you don't look at it? I don't know. What's up, Pocket Change? Thank you, appreciate that. So, we had talked about Bitcoin and the boxes a couple weeks ago, and how one box would be the bottom for the upcoming bull run, and then the next box we looked at was the bottom for the next bull run. We are at current right now on the monthly Bitcoin chart, and we see here that we are so close to falling out of the box. It is it's about to happen. Let me redraw that on there. Right at the top of that candle. So we pretty much came down and kissed it. There are very, very disconcerting things that I've seen in the charts here recently, where it's, we could be starting the bear market, you guys. If things don't recover and recover very quickly, I think it's going to be bear market cycle. Now, I do have an indicator that I showed you guys a while back. Let me see here. I think this is it. Or it might be, no, it's the pie top indicator. So let me try to find that real quick. Probably should have had this set up beforehand. Trendline moving average. Where is it? Let's go back to daily. I can't find my pie indicator chart, but this was an indicator that called the market tops. So let me see if I can right here. Oops. Pull that back up. So you guys see way back here, I showed you this. It was right after my birthday, 12th or 13th of April. We actually got the notification that the market cycle top was in. Now, looking at the chart right now, I would say it was right. It's very rare that Bitcoin falls below this 200-day moving average. That's this red line right here. And when we do test it and we fall down to it, we normally recover very quickly and we get back on top of it. It acts as support most times on a daily chart. Right now, you guys can see that it is not acting as support. Right now, it is acting as resistance. We are below it. So we know that when we're on top of the moving average, it is support. When we are below it, it is resistance. We need to get back above 38K, and we need to hold there in order for us to keep going. If we're looking at the DCA oscillator on the daily chart, it does show that we were way overextended back on the 21st of May. And now we're gradually moving up. So we're right around the negative 10.19 mark. So we're almost at the dead center even of the oscillator. So it definitely could pop back up there. But what we'd like to see for Bitcoin is to get back above that 200-day moving average. And it needs to close above it, maybe even come back and test it as support and validate that support. This has to happen, you guys. It has to happen. It has to happen quickly. I am watching very closely at the 200-day moving average for a rejection. You guys can see that we did test it a few times through here on the daily. So each time we test, it's going to get weaker and weaker. So hopefully we can break through it. But there's all kinds of bearish sentiment out there right now. You have the China crackdown on cryptocurrency, which in my honest opinion, you guys, is a very good thing. Bitcoin is about being decentralized, and you know, China is one of the big players in the cryptocurrency mining, or at least for Bitcoin mining. They own a majority of it. I'm not sure, Mikkel, if you got the exact percentage, but I think it's somewhere around 25-30%. So, in my opinion, it's good that they're closing down in China. Those three big companies that are mining over there are going to be moving over to the US. So spreading it out a little bit more is better. I think it makes it more decentralized. If you got one entity doing all the mining, that's not really decentralized, is it? To me, that's more centralized. But so good right now. Not so good for the short term, maybe, but for the long term, I think it's a good thing. And hopefully we're going to recover. I'm going to show you guys the RSI. We did talk about the RSI on the last video on the monthly chart, how we usually get two tops. So we'll get the first top. That's the warning, like, hey, we're about to go down. It's about to be bear market. And then we get the second top, and that's our confirmation. Hey, you better sell. You better get out now and ride it down. We have not got that second top on the RSI. I'm going to take the oscillator off here and show you guys. We're going to click over to a monthly chart. So, well, I guess I could log this and see. Let's go to BLX, Brave New Coin. This is the liquid Bitcoin index I look at when I'm looking at the macro scrolled out picture of Bitcoin. But so anyways, guys, you can see right here, find my marker, that we get these tops on the RSI. So we get the first one, that's the warning. We get the second one, boom, cycle over. Okay, over here we get our next top, warning sign saying, hey, might want to get out. Boom, there's our confirmation. Scroll up and it comes down. Here we got our first top, warning sign. Should have been paying attention, saying, hey, time to get out. What is disconcerting right now, what I do not like in this RSI chart, is we did not hold back here where these ones held. This one dropped all the way down to 69. This one dropped down to 69.70 area. So it seemed like it held support in the 69 to 70 area on the RSI indicator. Looking over here to current, we have blown way below that. We're down here at 60.65 or 60.85. So that's not a very good sign. That does not mean, you guys, that we can't just bounce back up anyway and make that second top. But you need to be paying attention to this. You need to have the RSI up on your monthly charts. And if we get that second top, that's your guys' confirmation to get the hell out. What's up, Grits? Lunchtime, Tange. Yeah, it's lunchtime here on that too. 30%ish, I'd say, Mikkel says, for Chinese mining operation. They own about 30% of the mining for Bitcoin. So again, it's good in my opinion. What do you think, Mikkel? Do you think it's good, or do you think it's bad that they're shutting down over in China with the crackdown? I've heard, you know, I've seen Bitcoin go to 20,000, and I've seen it go back down to 3,000. So, you know, nothing right now has surprised me in the market. But what is just crazy to me is everybody blaming Elon Musk for the market crash. It is not Elon Musk's fault. It is your fault. It is your fault for not using risk management. It is your fault for not putting a stop loss. It is your fault for not paying attention to the technicals. It's not Elon Musk's fault. It may be a little teensy weensy little bit, because it's kind of ridiculous that one man can have the power over these assets by just sending out simple tweets. So kind of ridiculous in my opinion, but I think that eventually here Elon Musk is not going to be able to move Bitcoin as much with his tweets. I don't think everybody's like, oh, he's against it, he hates it. That's not it, you guys. Elon does not hate Bitcoin. He believes in Bitcoin. He just thinks that there needs to be a better way of mining it as far as energy conservation and stuff like that, and to be able to do it a little bit greener. So with that being said, you guys, quit blaming Elon. I know none of you guys in the chat are blaming Elon, but it's been a crazy shit show of the Twitters, because that's all I've seen is people dogging them out, and seen one guy, oh, I'm living under a bridge because of your fucking tweet. And well, dude, it's your fault, man. It's your fault. Why did you not have a stop loss? Why wasn't you paying attention? If you got totally wrecked, again, it's nobody else's fault but your own. You got to man up and take responsibility for you fucking up. Straight up, you fucked up. Man up about it. So with the second top not showing and it being way down here, I still think there may be more rocky road ahead. We could dump all the way down to the 19,500 area. And why do I think that, you guys? Well, because we know by looking at the BLX chart on the monthly, daily, or weekly, that these market tops are the bottoms for the next bull run. So this market cycle top should be bottom for this current bull run. So I'm saying the absolute low here would be $19,500, and then would totally expect to see a bounce from there according to market structure. If you're looking left on your chart, you're looking back in the history, and you're looking at the structure of the market or consolidation phases and how long we were in them, I think this is going to play out. I have not sold all of my Bitcoin. I've sold a pretty big chunk of it, but I am still holding. Still have quite a few alts and stuff like that. I'm holding, you guys. I'm going to hold. We're going to see what's going to happen. But you should have a plan to dump everything if we get below that 21 monthly moving average, right around 19,500 to 20,000. A real big thing here on this chart, you guys, is this doji candle. Now, I've talked to you guys about doji candles. They pretty much are reversals in the market structure. So we get these big pumps. Boom, we get a doji candle. That means the price opened and closed pretty much at the same spot. The market is indecisive, and it typically means reversal. And it's plain as day right here, you guys. So if you could have caught it, congratulations on catching it. Humans always look for someone to blame. That's right, Pocket Change, they do, other than themselves. That is absolutely right. I mean, it is kind of crazy, though, that one guy can move assets like that. I mean, we've seen it before with the very first alt season, with people tweeting different things and doing different shit, so and it going crazy. You literally could have thrown money at anything back in 2017 altcoin season and made tons of money. Ethereum lost over half of its gains. Awesome, because I hate Ethereum. But everything is pretty much taken a 50% hit at least. Cake, one of my favorites. Cake is really went downhill. I did pretty good with some bots on Pionex. I set the bots up. It was down like $50 or $60. I just decided, well, I'm going to start another one a little bit lower. And then woke up this morning to one. I cashed out at one at over 100, and I cashed out the other one. It was like $50 profit. So over $150 I made for the bots running overnight. So it's pretty good. Pretty good when I thought it was going to get a lot worse. And any of you guys trading right now, trading any of the shit coins, even for Bitcoin for that matter, we are below on the daily chart. We are below the major moving averages. We know that the 21 moving average pretty much depicts the trend of the market. It's telling you whether we're in a bull market or we're in a bear market. When we closed below that 21 daily moving average, you could kind of say that we are now in bear market territory. But are we going to recover? That's the question. Are we going to recover? RSI on the dailies down here at the bottom, got tons of room to move up, but we got this pesky 200-day moving average to get above. Looking left right at your chart, you see this is old resistance. Okay, come over here, it makes support. Come over here, it makes support, and now we're over here at resistance. So hopefully we get to break back above the 200-day moving average, and we can test the 21-day moving average right around $48,000. I would be cashing out here and waiting for another drop. It normally does not break above that 21-day moving average on the first go. It takes a couple times to test it. So if you're quick enough and you're paying attention, you could probably sell here, buy back at the 200-day moving average, right around 40,000. So it's an $8,000 difference that you could probably scalp trade a couple times, depending. But we'd really like to see Bitcoin get above both these moving averages. Guys, on the daily time frame, we are no longer trading the moving averages as of right now. They're not set up the way we want to do them. The purple's got to be above the blue. We did get the bearish crossover back here. The script is showing us the 27th of April is when we got that bearish cross. And if you guys pay attention, you know that when we get these crosses, we normally get the pump, then the dump, and vice versa. When we get a bullish cross, we're going to get a dump, then we're going to get the pump. So it does it opposite. So just something to keep in mind with Bitcoin. We do not want to see it fall below this support area. Now if we go back into the Discord, you guys would see where I drew some pretty good areas of support, and we nailed it on the weekly. But if we drop below here, guys, it's death to Bitcoin. Shit's gonna get really bloody. So keep paying attention to this. Have your daily, monthly, weekly charts on. It's never a good thing when we close below the 21 weekly moving average. If we get down to the 50-week moving average, that's around $27,000. Again, I'm not saying it's going to happen, but it's very, very possible that it hits there. You can see on the weekly RSI that we're not even close yet to getting down here to the oversold area. So we got quite a ways to go. What's up, Ralph? I just sell at all-time high and buy back next dip. Has worked for me, and that's right. That's how you're supposed to do it. How you're supposed to do it. All of my personal friends that have bought the Dogecoin on Robinhood are now wrecked. They are 100% wrecked. Every single one of them. Tried to tell them, tried to reason with them, and it did not listen. So I bet they're going to be paying a little bit more attention. Although on my personal socials, I don't talk about crypto that much. I try to keep all that on my other, crypto related socials. I just don't want to make myself a target, but a lot of the guys, a lot of my personal friends have lost huge on Doge. I wish they would have listened. But yes, 28,000 is right at the 50 day or 50 week. Let's look back over at the monthly. So your monthly 21 moving average all the way down at 19,000, which makes a ton of sense because of the market cycle top over here to the left in 2017. So it's very possible that we do go down that far. If we do, just another big buying opportunity. Why I think it's possible we go down here is because of the RSI too. It is still way up here, still has a lot of room to move down. You guys can see back here, we bottom out right here at the 43.11 mark. We did it again over here at the 43.11, 40.4211 mark. So it wouldn't surprise me to come back down and see it hit again. And that would be a triple bottom for Bitcoin on a monthly chart. Very bullish, very, very bullish. Ralph, what was going on with it? Was it because you didn't have a updated enough phone, like a newer phone to run Abra? What was going on? Because I had to do that recently too. There was a bunch of stuff that did updates. My phone was too old to do it, so I ended up having to go get a new iPhone to be able to have access to them monies. Can I just give you my money to trade? You know, I've done this before in the past, and if it wasn't so stressful, I would do it. It's just so hard to keep track of whose funds I got where, and you know what I mean? It's just it's super hard to keep track of everything, and you know, I don't win it all the time, so what happens if I lost all your money? Then you'd want to kill me. Let's scroll over here to Ethereum, take a look at this shithole. Man, I'd love to see it go to 0. And you guys can see back here on the monthly, it did call the market top, but this indicator does not. It was not made for Ethereum, so we're not going to listen to it. We go back here to the weekly, daily. This is a chart we drew a while back. Let's get all this crap off of here. So we see on the daily for ETH that the moving averages are curling downwards, but if you look down here at the RSI, guys, we got the nice sharp bounce to the upside, so it is starting to recover quite a bit. Looking left on your chart, we do got some old resistance here, turns into support here, back to resistance over here. I'm totally expecting a shot right back up here to the $2,700 mark. And then it's probably going to reject off that 50-day moving average. So be watching here, you guys holding Ethereum. If you're looking to make a quick little trade here, make some money, sell at this 50-day moving average. And a good way to do it is put your sell right above it, just a little bit above it. Put your stop loss behind there. Typically, like I said, you guys, when we are testing these moving averages as resistance, we hardly ever break through the first time. It takes a few times. So pay attention to this. You might be able to make a little scalp trade here. I don't think it's going to get back up to 3,300 anytime soon. It's going to take quite a bit of volume. And why would you buy this? I don't get it. Why the hell would you buy this? I would not. You just have to listen to a girl bitch. No, that's right, Tane. Don't give up money that you haven't already considered lost. I mean, that's how you have to do it in the crypto markets because of how volatile everything is. You know what I mean? You know, just like with the DeFi stuff. You know, looking at my DeFi stuff, I had over $300 worth of cake in there. And now I barely have $100 because it freaking dropped so hard. I did make quite a bit of it back though with the bots, but you got so much shit spread out everywhere. It's hard to remember, like, oh my god, I got to get over here and dump it. I got to go over here and dump it, and got to go over here and dump it. And then I got 30 other people that I'm trading for, and I got to go to each one of those and dump it. So it's what's up, Shink Diesel? How you doing, buddy? We're gonna go over here to the weekly on Ethereum. We're gonna pull the DCA oscillator back up. And we're going to go back to Bitcoin because we're going to look at the Bitcoin log growth curves. But we're going to look at Ethereum real quick on the weekly. So this was posted in the Patreon group when we hit that 21-week moving average to buy here. I missed it on the Bitcoin, but we did blow right by it and didn't even stop at the 21. We just blew right through it. So this would have been a very good long trade. Paying attention to the weekly. The higher the time frame, guys, the stronger these moving averages are. You want to take these oh shit, I gotta enter the shuffle right now. Gotta get in that new egg shuffle, guys. Any of you guys win and don't want what you won, hit me up. Definitely looking to get a couple more cards. Alright, let's close that off so you can't see. But yes, the 21-week moving average on Ethereum would have been a hell of a freaking long trade. VWAP is still under 0, which is not good. You typically don't want to be holding the asset. One sec, guys. I'm sorry I had to do this, but if I don't do it now, I will not be entered because I'll forget. Well, no freaking 3060s on here. Got some 3090s. See, I just click them all. Enter, enter, boom. Entered in the shuffle. Thanks, Mikkel, for posting that because I forgot. Probably going to reject off the 9-day moving average or 9-week moving average, 2600 area. Be looking for that, you guys. It would be very great for Ethereum to get back up above it and close above it. You can see that on the weekly chart that we hug that 9 moving average. And if you guys are wondering how I'm getting these moving averages on here, I'm going to take all this off and I'm going to show you real quick. That way you can do this. If you don't have the trading scripts that just do it for you, I want to show you guys so that way you know how to do it. You're going to go up here to your indicator tab. You're just going to type in MA. And then you're going to go down to moving average and you're going to click it 3 times. 1, 2, 3. The reason why I made the script is because if you're running a free subscription to TradingView, you can only use 3 indicators. So you couldn't use the Bitcoin log growth scale, you couldn't use the oscillator at the same time as the moving averages. So I made a moving average script that uses all 3 that I'm about to show you. And then that gives you more room to add other indicators like the DCA oscillator, the DCA power tool. So you can run the 3 main indicators that the whales and all the big time traders that know what's going on are using. So it makes it nice. You don't have to pay monthly for TradingView to get extra indicators. You can just get my scripts and boom, you can have all that and still have the free version. So entered all of them. So once we get the moving averages on here, you're just gonna go up to the cog wheel. And I keep all the moving averages the same color. So like my 21 is always purple, my 50 is always blue, and my 200 is always red. This is so you can just glance at a chart and know what's going on and not actually have to sit there and really get in depth to reading it. So you're gonna go to your inputs for your length. You're gonna put 50. Whoops. Gonna put 50 in there. You're gonna go over to style. You're gonna click this blue thing and you're gonna go down here and you're gonna make that line thicker so you can see. Then you're gonna come back up in this space and you're just gonna click on it and then click OK. Then you go to the next one, hit your cog wheel. You're gonna go to inputs. We're gonna say 21. Go back over to style. You're gonna change it to purple. Drop down here, thicken the line up, then back to the blank area, click on it, then hit OK. And then the next one, we are going to go to inputs and we're going to put 200, style, red, whoops, thicken the line, boom. And then this is how you get all your moving averages on your chart. So if you're looking at a weekly chart, this is the 21-week moving average, 50-week moving average, 200-week moving average. Daily, 21-day, 50-day, 200-day. Same with your monthly, 21-month, 50-month. Now these are the main moving averages. You guys can move them down even faster. So the smaller the number, the faster the moving average is. So like I like using a 9 moving average works really well on like the daily and weekly. I do not use moving averages on 1 hour time frames, like the 1 hour, the 4 hour. They don't work. Pay them no mind. They're just lines on the chart. Trade these on your high time frames. Trade these on the high time frames. Ooh. So we did get we got the start of a nice monthly candle here. We got 7 days, 9 hours left for the monthly close. So Ethereum is very bullish still on the monthly chart. We got our fastest moving average on top of the rest of them, which is good. This is how they need to be set up. Although the oscillator is showing we are in the overbought area. We're way overextended on Ethereum, even with the drop, even from the drop at 4,500 down here to 1750 or 1740. Even with that drop, it has not clipped off yet. So be ready for the clip off. And you guys look left on your chart. You see where this thing fell? So if we're looking left, boom. Right in line with this area of support. This is old resistance, now turns into support. Oop. And it's hard to like look at these it's always easier to go back in hindsight, you guys, and be like, oh, well, look at the chart, at easy pattern, easy money. You know what I mean? Because normally you get these W patterns and they are bullish. They usually rocket. But obviously you ain't gonna catch the W pattern till like right around in here. But keep an eye on Ethereum, guys. It's looking very bullish in my opinion on the monthly. We go back to the weekly, still bullish. We're still above the 21 moving average, which is very good. Should have bought here. Trade these moving averages anytime you can. It's rare that we hit them on a weekly, but when we do, it's usually a very strong signal. So like down here, all these little, and this is how you know consolidation. There's no real volume. There's no real big candles, okay? It's just nice, indecisive. You got hammers, you got dojis, you got all kinds of shit going on through there. So this is your nice consolidation phase, and you would have known as soon as we deviate away from that moving average. So as soon as them candles started making its way up, buy. It would be really nice to have a bullish engulfing candle right here on the weekly. And what I mean by that is you get one big red candle and then you get one big green candle that is bigger than the red candle. And basically what that means is the bulls have beat the bears. And that's called a bullish engulfing candle. This is why I highly suggest to you guys that you learn candle basics. You learn as much as you can about candles. You need to get yourself to a point where you don't need to have indicators or moving averages or anything on. You should be able to look at the chart, look at the candles, and be able to trade just by candles. Again, higher the time frame, the easier this is going to be. And we're going to jump back to Bitcoin real quick. Let's go to log growth curves. And we want to look at these on a monthly chart. So when we were ready to go full bull market, I kept telling you guys, hold on, we don't know, and boom, this median line right here, we were waiting for a close above it before we said bull market, okay? It did close above it here, we did get a nice run, now we're back below it. Is this scary? Is it disconcerting? Yes, but it's just like down here, okay? We could have went up a little bit and then we rejected and kept into the bear market. So maybe this will be a fake out and maybe we will just we'll ride down here to the bottom again and then have our parabolic blow off top like I've been expecting us to have. And again, that blow off top would put us right around in the $100,000 area. If we're over here, it'd be $180,000 area. So it's it just depends, you guys. Just depends. But watch the log growth curves too. You can see that, and if you go back in history, on every single Bitcoin bull run, we hit the top of the band. Okay, so this is why this may not be the end, but we need to be very careful here, guys. We need to just be paying attention, because we're right in that middle zone where it's going to go one way or the other. I honestly, I don't care what way it goes. Bear markets are easy trading. We look for nothing but short sells. We're not buying for personal bags. We're shorting the shit out of everything. Leverage trading. A lot of people may say, well, why would you do that? That's going against your own personal bag holdings. But I make a lot more in the bear market than I do in the bull market, honestly. It's and again, it's because we only look for shorts. We're not trying to catch the longs. It's easier to long and buy in a bear market, and it's easier to short and sell in the bull. I had that backwards. In a bull market, it's easier to buy and long. Bear market, easier to short and sell. So keep that in mind. Leverage trading is freaking awesome, because you can have small amounts of money and you add leverage, and you can trade with big amounts of money. So you could take $100, throw it into Bybit, 10x that, so you're using 10x leverage. So now you're trading with $1,000. Not losing $1,000. You only could lose your 100, but still. Yes, Ralph, I do have lots of algo. You want to take a look at it? We will take a look at it. My one buddy, he paid me in this, and I've kept it ever since. I do like it. Click that off there. Ooh, algo on the daily big buy signal. You guys see this? Printed a buy here and printed a triangle for big buy. We did get a bearish crossover though on the daily. So what's going to happen? We're going to get the pump, then the dump, most likely. And it's looking like it's going to reject here anyway. We are hitting this big area of resistance. We're going to mark this up with a box here for you. So you can see this is a big area of resistance through here. It would have to break all the way above this and validate support, but we got that 21-day moving average and the 50-day moving average right there. So if it does break through this area of resistance, be looking to take your profit at 127, Ralph, if you're into trading it at all right now. Yep, just select all and see what you get. But you can see the algo, it tested its 200-day moving average. It came down below. It did close once, but then came right back up above it. So it's got this area of resistance, and this is a big area. It's on a daily, so this is considered a big area. And it has tested quite a few times. You got a long-legged doji right here. That's probably the reason why we're getting this here. We're way oversold. So definitely be looking for at least 127. At least 127. Let's scrunch this thing down a little bit. Tested the 50-week moving average on algo right around the 66-cent mark. So that actually has recovered very well. But it is under that 21-week moving average, which is shitty. That's very bearish. Almost every asset we look at today, guys, is going to be under that 21 moving average on the weekly. And in order for us to get very bullish, it's got to get back up above it. What else are we looking at? Let's see if we can chart Bunny at all. It'll let us. Nope, it's not. Let's take a look at the Litecoin. This was the chart I drew for you guys last week in the video, and look at how I nailed that area of support. Insane. But we are about to have a bearish crossover. Looking like in the next couple days it's probably going to make that cross. 21 is pointing down towards that 50. We are below the 200-day moving average, acting as resistance. right around 175. So would not surprise me if it rejects here, guys. It's got a big area over here of resistance. This is old support, becomes new resistance on the right of the chart. Look at the weekly, and yes, Shink Diesel, we'll look at the Dogecoin. Absolutely. Hit that 50-week moving average right around 117. And still recovering. We are testing a bit of resistance over here on the weekly at 169, 170 to 197. That 21-week moving average is all the way back up here at 200. Possible that it's going to test that $200 area and reject. I've seen quite a few people saying, oh, the bottom is the bottom in, and I have not heard that damn phrase for a long time. So, you know, you start hearing that kind of stuff and it almost makes you feel like we're in the bear market. If anybody has been here from 2017, how long did we go, oh, bottom's here, bottom's there, bottom's here? Nobody had an accurate freaking guess on the bottom. Nobody did. My bottom for this current bull market is $20,000. Oh, that's right, Ralph. We will not forget Digibyte. Let's get over here to Doge. So, Doge, breaking back above that 50-day moving average, has to close above it. We still got 8 hours, 21 minutes left in the daily candle, but it does need to break above that. You guys could draw yourself a nice little channel in here. This is a perfect breakout trade. You can't get no better than this. This is exactly how you want to see them. If it breaks to the top side, then we know we're going to go long or we're going to buy. Okay, so if it breaks up above there, you're going to buy because we want to see it come back down, make support, and then take off up here to the 21, where we're probably going to be looking to sell. So if Doge can stay above the 50-day moving average and close, right now we made it above it, but we're just right below it because it's acting as resistance. Remember, you guys, we're below it, it is resistance. But yes, if it can make it above there and close, definitely think we're going to get that jump up here to that 21-day moving average. And we are way overextended, or underextended, I could say, on the oscillator. We are in the oversold area for Doge. Wait for this momentum wave to clip, and once it clips, then we know, then that's our confirmation that we're going to buy. I don't know if there's going to be enough info for a weekly chart. Get rid of the crayon drawing. So we do got nice support around 30 cents down to that 21, right around 15 cents. And if it doesn't hold there, then your next area is going to be at the 0.08 mark. Look at Digibyte. I like Digibyte. It's some good shit. I know Ralph Cooper, he loves it. Absolutely loves it. Why don't they have it on Binance US? That's bull sniff. Ralph, testing that 21-week moving average, probably going to reject here. So if I was holding Digi, I'd be getting off of it and buying back down here at the 50-week, right around 0.045. And you can still see that we are kind of up here. So it does have room to go back down. It doesn't look like Digi took that big of a hit, though, like all the other ones. Let's take a measure. Oh, okay. I was wrong. 70-some%. So, yeah, it actually took a bigger hit than most others. But that is on a weekly, so that's why it didn't look so big. But, yeah, it needs to get above that 21. So it's got to break above 0.07. Got to close above that to have any kind of chance to move forward. VWAP still under 0. Do not want to be holding the asset until VWAP makes it back above 0. So pay attention to this, guys, if you're holding Digibyte. We'll go down to a weekly and see what it's looking like, or a daily. I will say this, though, the weekly chart is still bullish. Still bullish. The Moving averages are set up just how we like them, so it's still very bullish. Not so much on the daily though. Not so much on the daily. So we are getting the bearish cross. Okay, bearish crossover. Our oscillator is all the way down here at the oversold area. So what does that mean, you guys? That means we're going to get the pump before the dump. Where are we pumping to? Look left on your chart. The first area of old support is probably where we're going to go. That 0.08, just like we said on the weekly chart. That was one of the moving averages right at 0.08. So looking left, we know that the first fight we're going to have is 0.08. If we break through here and we make it through, which I highly doubt, guys, that's a pretty big area of resistance. We're just going to mark this up real quick. We'll leave this box on here for next week, Ralph, and we'll see how we did and see if my call was right. But normally when we get the bearish cross, we're going to get the pump, then the dump. Now, we're not showing the cross mark because I'm not using the script. So I'm going to cancel all these out. We're going to put the DCA moving average script back on there. And boom, there it's showing us the cross. So I would totally expect this bounce up to here and then probably reject. I would assume just because of the sentiment of the market right now. Everybody is fearful, and when you're fearful, you should be buying. But there's a lot of new people in the space right now, and they don't know that. They do not know. Let's look at BNB. Mikkel and a lot of the guys, Oz and everybody in the DeFi stuff, we are using a lot of BNB, so this is why I kind of want to take a look at it, see maybe if we have a good chance to buy some, move over to our Binance Smart Wallets. You bearish cross here, guys, and look, we're pumping. Okay, so be freaking ready for the dump. We will probably pump. First good area of resistance is going to be from 487 down to 440. So totally expect we'll probably hit that 521 up here at these moving averages, if not one of these wicks. So this area is going to be where I'm going to be looking to short sell this. Or sell what I have in my bag now. But it's so, once you guys know these little tips and tricks about how the moving averages work and the pumps and dumps, I'm almost guaranteeing that this is going to do it. It's going to pump up here and then we're going to dump. And then it's just going to be very bearish on the daily. So if we go over to the weekly, let's see what the weekly is looking like. If it's weekly is still very bullish. Still overextended on the oscillator, so definitely got room to come down. What's good and what BNB has going for it is right now we are above that 21-week moving average. So that is very, very good sign on the weekly. It's got to close above there, you guys, and we still have 6 days, 9 hours on the weekly. So is it going to do it? I don't think. Looking at the daily with the moving averages crossing over there, it's probably going to drop back below. If you're trading the weekly chart, be looking for that 142. If BNB falls back down to 142, I'll be loading up. And my next load up area is obviously going to be way down here at the 44 down to 26. Don't think it's going to happen, but would be a great place. What else we looking at, you guys? What else we charting? Anything in particular? What are you guys in on DeFi? You guys, anybody in Elixir or Gator Swap, Wise? What else we got? Bunny, Cake. We'll look at Cake. What sucks about this now is you used to be able to chart Cake on Binance US, and I'm not sure that you can even buy it over there anymore. Let's just go to US dollar. About to get the bearish crossover on the EMA here too. And guys, almost every asset's going to be like this now. So you're watching this video, you know that it's going to pump. We're pumping right now, but you know we're going to get to dump. Excuse me. Be ready for it. Be ready for it. Don't think because it's pumping that it's going to keep pumping. Take your damn profits, guys, and rebuy at a lower price. Okay? It's a must. Cake doing the same freaking thing. We're getting a bearish crossover here. We got the oversold indicator here saying, hey, buy. I did in fact buy down here. I actually bought down at 9. I was in the $9 area when I bought and started my bots. I started a bot at 13 something and I was totally getting wrecked. Then I moved a bot down lower when we ended up dumping around $9 is when I made another one and made all my money back plus some. So I did really good with that, but be expecting these pumps and then the dumps, you guys. Be expecting the pumps and the dumps. Let's take a look at the old SHIB. I still have tons of this. And you know, it's not that bad of a looking chart here, especially if you drew in some type of pennant or breakout. You could do it like this. I like to draw pennants when you got a nice solid line of support. So right now on this daily, play this breakout, you guys. I'm telling you, play the breakout. Even though it's probably bearish, but we are pretty bottomed out on SHIB. So if we break above this line, so if we get above 1,000,964, buy SHIB. Put your stop loss back inside of your pattern, okay? Because what will happen is we'll break to the upside. That's where you're going to make your buy, okay? And then hopefully it just keeps on going. But if for some weird reason it comes back down and reverses and it gets back inside the pattern, it's going all the way through the pattern, and it normally does. These are 80-20 trades. 80% of the time it will keep going the direction of the way it broke the pattern. 20% of the time it'll break the pattern, turn around, come back all the way through and completely wreck you. But this is a very easy low risk breakout trade you guys could do. Pionex is a good place to buy SHIB or use trading bots. I'm not sure if I have a link for SHIB or for Pionex down in the description. If not, I will make sure I get Mikkel to get that on there for me. But Pionex, you guys, definitely a good exchange because you can buy anything on CoinMarketCap with Pionex. And you can set up grid trading bots that are super easy to set up once you get it going. I have finally learned the leverage coins, and I got a real good buddy of mine, Grid Bot Guru. He is going to be coming on the show, and we are actually doing a couple other things. We're working on some stuff together. So there's Grid Bot Guru and Coffee and Crypto, and we've all been chatting, and we are going to do some different things here with Pionex and with some trading tools. So stay tuned for that. Definitely want to get him on the show. SHIB is on KuCoin also, says Taines. Good to know, buddy. I did not know that. So if you are not on Pionex, go over to KuCoin. KuCoin's a good exchange. They offer interest and all kinds of good stuff. So go buy it over there. I like setting the trading bots up with SHIB because it seems like you make more money with the bot trading it at different levels than actually just buying it for the bag. But yes, I do have a couple trillion SHIB sitting just waiting. And I got a couple million space station tokens. And if you guys are interested in the DeFi, you can go over into the Discord, DCA Discord. I did post a link in there where you can get a free wrapped Doge, I think it is, or W Doge airdrop. So you'll get over 10,000 Doge just for doing the little thing you got to do. It's really easy, takes a couple minutes. So if you're interested in that, I'll repost it in the Discord for you guys to go over there and get that. But you have to have your Binance Smart Chain linked up with your MetaMask and all that good stuff. Also, the WISE token, they went from Ethereum network over to Binance Smart Chain. If you stake WISE, any kind of WISE, even if it's one, and I think they're right around 11, 12 cents or something like that. But if you stake any kind of WISE token for 365 days or longer, you will get weekly BNB airdrops. Do you have a video on figuring out the difference in trading day averages, like how to calculate them? Okay, so the moving averages calculate your closing candle prices, the average. So it'll take all the averages and then it puts it into a mean. Like you learned in school, mean, median, and mode. It's using the mean, so the average price. And that's how we get our lines. So let me get on to something that has that. Click this off. Okay, so we're on a daily chart. So we got our 21-day moving average, our 50-day, and our 200-day. Our 21-day moving average is calculating the last 21 closing candles of that trading period. Your 50 moving average is calculating the last 50 closing candles. And then it puts it into a mean, and this is how we get the line. And same with the 200. Your 200 moving average is calculating the last 200 closing candles. Now if you move to a weekly, now your 21 weekly moving average, not the daily anymore, we're looking at the weekly, so it'd be your 21 weekly, it is now calculating the last 21 weekly closing candles. So you count back 21 candles, and that's what it's calculating. So each candle is representing 1 week worth of trading on a weekly chart. Your daily chart is going to be 1 day, 24 hours worth of trading. So it's kind of how your videos would blow up if you made some on everything your mentor taught you. I need to. It's finding the time. Like I need to cough up some Bitcoin and make a clone of myself or something, because the running is so crazy right now with everybody in ball. But yes, I do need to start doing that. And I do want to make updated videos of all the trading tools and how we use them and how they work and all of that good stuff. KuCoin has margin trading and was doing airdrops if you traded a certain amount of volume. Yep, just be careful with that margin, Tanes. Don't ever trade with cross margin. Always stay between 5 and 10x on Bitcoin and under 5 and under on all the shit coins. Just a good rule of thumb when you're using margin or leverage. Don't overextend yourself, because then that's when bad shit happens. Trust me, I know. I know. Cross leverage is a whole different beast in itself. Basically, if you're accidentally on cross, what you're doing when you trade is you're trading 100x, but you're using the entire balance in your wallet. So let's say you have $100 and you put it on cross margin, and then you bet on Bitcoin to go up, and Bitcoin ends up going down. So from wherever you entered, every dollar it goes down from wherever you entered, it's pulling a dollar out of your wallet to use to cover your margin. Okay, and then eventually it's going to keep doing that until you have $0 left in your wallet to pull out to cover yourself. And then that's when you get liquidated and you lost 100% of everything that you had in your wallet. That's why I say stay on 5x, 10x, because then you're only going to risk what you put in that trade. You're not going to risk your entire wallet. So stay with a low leverage until you get the feel for things. And I'd like to do refreshers on leverage and really get back into it. I've been doing a lot of bot trading and a lot of DeFi stuff. It's just been easier for me right now with all this stuff I got going on. But yes, Tanes, it's definitely can lose, but you know that adrenaline when you turn $100 into $3,000, you're like, yes. That's what gets you hooked, and it happens so quickly. But it's very, very, very dangerous. And that's, when you get market manipulation and stuff like that going on, that's when you're setting yourself up to get wrecked. BitMEX, I used to trade when I first started leverage trading Bitcoin. It was over at BitMEX. Excuse me. And those guys were the worst. The absolute worst trading place. And I'm pretty certain they're still around. But they were awful. I mean, you would have wicks. You know, Bitcoin would drop down to $10,000 on BitMEX, and it wouldn't even have dropped $1,000 on anywhere else. You know what I mean? So it's a lot of market manipulation, a lot of BitMEX screwing over, you know, the people trading there for financial gain for themselves. So yes, Oz, DeFi degen, buddy. It sucks right now. You know, we did good with that bunny. We walked right into the bunny thing and made out good with that exploit. I don't know if anybody knows of what happened with that, but somebody hacked into the contract, whatever, and did like a flash loan type deal. And kind of hard to explain. Long story short, they ended up with most of the bunny, and they kept pushing the price down. So bunny was over $400. All right, they pushed the freaking price down all the way to $8. That's when I loaded up. It's when Mikkel loaded up. It's when Oz loaded up. So we got in really, really cheap. And I think bunny right now is like at 30, 40 bucks. So we did very good there. Then you lose 4K after a 3K win. That's exactly right, man. That's exactly right. Kai Tarded. I think I might have butchered that. What's up? Thanks for coming. Appreciate you. Anything else you guys want me to chart, take a look at real quick before we jump off of here? I got to go pick up some more car parts and see if I can get the wife's car fixed today. And that was a whole ridiculous fiasco. I had to fight with the auto parts store several times. They tried to say they gave me the right part, and I had to take a freaking video of the CV shaft not fitting into the car. Very ridiculous. But I think I'm just gonna take it over to my mom and stepdad's house and use the lift and fix it that way. I don't ever pay anybody to fix my stuff. I do it myself. Normally I don't do it in the driveway like that, but it's kind of a spur of the moment. I needed to get it fixed. We were going super far away for a ball game, and I just didn't want to drive on it, on the axles. They were making some clicking noises and I didn't like it. You got all your kids riding around in something like that, you know, it's kind of, you need to get it fixed. But I am off work today, guys, so I will be in the Discord in and out all day. So if you guys got any questions, you want me to look at something, what is your opinion of Litecoin as of right now? We'll go back to it and look at it. I've been saying Litecoin is a sleeping giant. I think it's going to blow up. You never hear nothing about it. It's a very, very quiet coin. Right now, it's still technically bullish chart on the daily, but we are under that 200-day moving average. So it is acting as resistance, and we're getting close to a bearish cross. The moving averages are converging together. So here in the next couple days, I would imagine that we will get the cross, and we will probably reject off that 200-day moving average right around 175.27. And the reason why I say that is because of all the resistance over here. This is old support. Left of the chart, you get old support. Carries over to the right of the chart as new resistance. This being on a daily chart, it is a pretty big area, so it would not surprise me if we reject off of that. That's right, Ralph. I mean, you know what I mean? You see it all the time on the internet. People will take their vehicle somewhere and they're like doing an undercover sting to see if they're going to try to charge them for stuff they don't need, and it does happen all the time. It's no offense to women, but you know, if your wife takes your car to the auto body shop, they're gonna get her. They're gonna tell her she needs blinker fluid and all kinds of other dumb shit and rack your bill up. But that's why I do a lot of stuff myself. The only things I won't do myself is, like, obviously if I had an engine blow up or something, I'm not gonna do that. But anything else, you know, tie rods, ball joints, wheel bearings, brakes, rotors, you know, the simple stuff. This was my first time doing CV axles. The passenger side came out and went in pretty good. Driver side, not so much. I pulled the axle out and actually ripped it in half. So the other half, the axle, was stuck inside the transmission, and there was no way to get a bar in behind it to bang the thing out. So I had to go buy some special tools, and it was a freaking nightmare. So hopefully I go get the new axle today and it slides in there. Good old blinker fluid. So yes, be watching for the rejection here. Obviously we don't want to see it reject here. We want to see it break above that 200-day, come back, test as support, validate, and then make that next bounce up here to the 50-day moving average. That's right around $265. It would take a hell of a lot of volume though for Litecoin to get up there. We'll look at XLM real quick. I love XLM, and this XLM is doing right now what we want all the other assets to do. Technically, we're still bullish on the daily chart, which is rare right now for some assets. Almost everything right now has already done the bearish crossover. So it's close. We're converging. It is converging. And I totally expect to see across the board most assets do this exact thing, where everybody thinks that we're bouncing and we're going to the upside, but it's a freaking bear trap, you guys. It's not going to happen, or a bull trap. It's not going to happen. And what I mean by bull trap is we will start moving, we'll have a real big dump, and then we'll get that nice bounce, and you will think we're bouncing, but we're really not bouncing. All we're doing is getting a bearish retest. And this is where the whales are taking your money, because you guys are excited. We're all excited. We're buying, and then boom, rug pull right up here. So be very careful with, I'd say 90% of crypto right now, you guys, with these runs, because the charts are pretty much all set up the same right now on the daily. So watch for these bear or bull traps. I highly think that it's probable that we're not getting a bounce, that we're not gonna go back to the moon, at least not on the daily chart. Weeks ago I said that, you know, we are in a consolidation phase with Bitcoin, where we need, you know, 2 to 3 months of consolidation, and then we'll get to parabolic blow off top. That's still possible. We could still have that. I don't think it's gonna happen right now though. I think it's gonna take a minute. What up, Gundy? What's up, brother? That's right, Pocket Change. That's cool that you know the basics of cars. You should. You should, definitely. Because that's, you know, people will be pulling one over on you. So totally expect for this thing to, it's probably not gonna, well, shit. If it can make it back above here and close above 43 cents, it's going to make the jump up here to this 50-day or that 21-day moving average right around 57, 58. And looking at the weekly, it didn't even get down to the 50-day like most others. It got damn close. On the weekly chart, this right here, golden cross, can happen on a daily or a weekly. This is when the 50 moving average crosses above the 200 moving average. Yeah, Kai, you should have actually predicted Bitcoin was going to drop to 30K in May. Back in January, I should have bet my money. Eric, DCA Venture, do you think ETH will dip down again? We can only hope that it crashes and burns, buddy. Unless you love ETH. I'm sorry to say that, but we'll run back and look at it real fast for you. And then I got to jump off of here. ETH on a weekly, looking very, very bullish. Looking very bullish still on the weekly. We did test the 21-week moving average. This is where you buy. This is where we're taking our buys when we test them moving averages, when they're set up correctly. 21, 50, 200. So right now on the weekly, very good play. Obviously 6 days, 8 hours left for the weekly. They can't hear you. We go back over to a daily chart. We're going to be testing that 50-day moving average and that is at $2,700. Yeah, $2,783. So I would be expecting a rejection here at the 50-day moving average. We'll extend this line out and I'll show you real quick what we want it to do. So pretend like that yellow line's the 50. We want to get back above and come down, test, make support before the next leg. But then we got the 21 to deal with. So it's got to do the same thing with the 21. With them both being right there so close, I think we'll probably get a couple rejections. So and Gundy, you're 100% right in your thinking. I've said this the whole time I've been trading crypto, you know, and especially when I first got with DCA, we were not quite running real good yet, but that was the thing. Why would a whale get into Bitcoin at 60,000 when they could get in at 30 or even 20? I know I wouldn't buy a $60,000 Bitcoin. If I could buy 20 fucking Bitcoin right now, I would not buy them at 60. I'd try to push that shit down so I could buy them at 30, buy them at 20. So, but all right, everyone, I got to get off here. Buddy just came over to help me with wife's car, so we're gonna get this thing going and get it done. But I appreciate y'all for showing up. Guys, stay frosty. Remember what I said about these bull traps, and don't think that we're bouncing quite yet. We need confirmation, and as soon as we get it, you know, I'll be posting it in the Discord, so join the Discord. And also, you guys need that DCA merchandise. In order to get that, you need to go over to dogewar.com. Don't delay. Buy today. But all right, everybody, you guys have a good day. I will see you Tuesday, I think, if we're going to do some DeFi madness. I'm not sure yet. I have to talk with Mikkel. But you guys stay frosty. Don't get wrecked. You guys need anything, got any questions, hit me up in the Discord. I will be in and out all day. But with that being said, you guys have a good one.